Well, good evening. It is evening where I am, at least. It's actually after midnight on the 13th of June, but I just completed my 12th day of my fast. Let me see if I can get this straightened up a little bit here. Get it framed close to right. Just finished my 12th day. I'm still fasting. I have not had any major, huge issues, not with any kind of dizziness or any kind of negative effects today. I have actually gotten under the 295 number, which 294.4. So I was down about a little over half a pound, and that gets me into obese class 2. So I am now that's using BMI, which is just simply a measurement of height to weight kind of thing. But it gives me something to shoot for, and it's a long ways to obese class 1. So we'll see if we can get there. But I have broken 295, and I'm going to continue on. I'm at day 12. Just finished day 12, as I said, of a 30-day fast. And once again, slow days. But I didn't really do much today, and that's one of the issues that I'm wanting to just voice out loud. Is today was the first day of the U.S. Open. I love to watch golf. Some of you wonder how in the world that's even possible, but I do, particularly when it comes to the biggest tournament of the year, at least for us Americans. That's U.S. Open. So I watched a lot of day one today. And sat on the couch watching and going through my mind, I need to get up, need to exercise, which I have not been doing. I said I would, and I did a little bit, but then I find it's easier not to do something than to do something. Okay, so it's easier for me to say not to eat than to proactively say I'm going to go out and do this for my health. There's a resistance in me. There's procrastination. Procrastination has always been a big problem in my life. If you have any suggestions for that, let me know. I just put off things, and I have this FOMO kind of thing in my life, fear of missing out. And oftentimes when I sit in front of a TV or screen, I always want to see what else is on. Like I heard a joke that I think is pretty accurate, that men, and particularly me, don't care what's on TV. They just care what else is on TV. So there's a lot of scrolling on a screen or just clicking around trying to find something, and just any means to delay getting up and doing anything that might be good. So. Or helpful or actually productive. So help me with that. Have you dealt with that? What kind of suggestions do you have into managing that kind of thing? Now the hunger, as I said, it's constantly there, but it's minimal. It's not gnawing hunger, like I've gotta eat something. But my mind just clicks on to eating just as a natural response. Just a while ago, I was about to do some measurements to tell you here about blood pressure and all, and my mind just went to, boy, I can't wait to get up in the morning so I can go eat breakfast. I was looking forward to breakfast. I was picturing, some eggs and bacon and sausage or whatever, gravy. I love gravy. I didn't choose to think on that. It just popped in my mind, and then I realized, no, that's not what's happening right now. So it's a mental thing. A mental is more than it is physical. Now the physical issues, I'm just not doing much. And I agreed to help a friend out of mine, a very, very good friend of mine, one that I've known since college days, and he has, along with his wife, has a business where they make gourmet popcorn, and they sell a lot of things in their shop in Commerce, Texas. Their business is called Too Good, and their popcorn is the best. It is absolutely the best I've ever tasted. All the different gourmet flavors, just it's amazing what they can do with popcorn. And there's a flea market kind of in McKinney third Monday flea market, and they always set up there a booth and sell a lot of gourmet popcorn. Now, for some reason, he could not. He had something going on in his life, and he had a real conflict, needed some help, and asked me if I would help him out, and so I said yes. Now, that's this Saturday. So I'll be on day 14 of my fast. And is that a good idea for me to be around all this popcorn and it can really smell good? People are going to be grabbing it, telling me how good it is and eating it. And of course, at a trade day, you also have temptations of food like funnel cakes and sausage on a stick and turkey legs and all that kind of thing. Things I just love to get after. But it'll be a day of saying no to myself and trying to say yes to better days tomorrow. So you can pray for me about that. Also, tomorrow's a kind of important day as in my family for some reasons I'm going to keep private. And I would like for you to pray just for me or for my family, really, about this particular matter. And But tomorrow's a day that we need to pray. It's Friday the 13th, so I hope that Friday the 13th is actually good luck. So it's a real battle for me to deal with. One of the things that happens when you're going through a fast of this nature, things pop up into your mind that you have to deal with. You can't just eat when you feel uncomfortable. And one of the things that's really been gnawing at me, not the hunger, but what's been gnawing at me is this idea of why have I let myself go for so long? It's been a battle most of my life to battle against weight issues, and it's such a difficult thing to face that I've let so much go by in my life, so much time go by when I have not been able to be the man I want to be or should have been. And I'm really sorry for ruining, for my kids, for ruining so much time just by being overweight. I remember I went to a Boy Scout camp years ago with my kids. A couple of my kids were in Boy Scouts at that time, and it was at a place called Camp Dirks in Oklahoma. It's not even there now, but the mess hall where you went to go eat was up a hill, and it was so hard to go up that hill. It was pitiful. I had to have use a walking stick, and it was just painful. And I'm just so glad that my kids never did act like they were embarrassed of me, although I couldn't do the things that other dads could do. And I feel so bad that I stole that from my kids and from my wife, not being able to do a lot of things because I was limiting myself. So when you hold on to weight for whatever reason, you're not just hurting yourself, you're hurting those around you who, first of all, care about you and can be concerned about you. So it expends that kind of energy from them, but also you're cheating them of being able to be yourself and enjoying things and being active with them. And so for that, I apologize to my kids, and I apologize to those that I've not been able to enjoy being with as much as I could. I remember back, my eldest son Joshua, when he graduated from high school, we went off to Lynchburg, Virginia for him to go to college, and I went with him to make sure he got in there, and I was really high weight. And I remember we went bowling, and later he told me that when he saw me bowl, I couldn't walk to the lane like I used to. I had to just go to the line of the lane and roll the ball. I couldn't walk up there and bowl it like I normally would. Didn't have any kind of approach. And he looked at that and he said he felt so sorry for me. But he didn't say that out loud. It was a lot later, actually, he told me that. I remember when I did lose some weight a few years ago, when I was going through a lot of difficulty, and a lot of that weight loss was just simply anxiety and just not caring about eating. But it did get me down to a weight where I remember my son Jacoby hugged me and he said, "Oh, this is the first time I've been in such forever been able to put my arms all the way around my dad." How much have I cheated my family because I didn't do something about this early? And it's really selfish, because I wasn't saying no to my physical desires of food and eating, and I wasn't saying no to my wish to not exercise. How do you say that? Exercising is difficult and can be painful, and I was just not willing to do that for my family and or for myself. So I'm, one of the things that's going through my mind is this, is how much of my life, a huge portion of my life, I've just held on to weight because I didn't choose to do things that were tough, that were difficult at the time, so I could be able to do things that were pleasurable and active, and I can enjoy, and my kids could enjoy me, and I can enjoy time with them. And my wife was able to enjoy me more, and we could get out and do things that she wanted to do. So I held a lot of people back. So I have to learn to let that go, but it is good to know about it, to let that come to mind, and to purpose that things can be different. Even though I'm 65 now, I still have a lot of life ahead of me. I do have the desire to be able to do those things still. And again, I have the desire to travel. And one of the things that I've been concerned about is traveling. If you go see things, there's walking involved. If you're with a tour group, you're going to have to walk in order to go see the things you want to see. And the pain that I've had in walking in my hips would just keep me from doing that. I certainly don't want to have to do that in a wheelchair and be a burden and a distraction, hold other people back and rely on other people. And I like to explore. And I can't explore if I can't walk there, if I can't walk up and down that hill or crawl over those rocks or just whatever it may be. So I've cheated myself, and I don't want to do that from now. So this is a repurposing here on day 12, at the end of day 12, for why I'm doing this, and the recognition of how selfish I've been to hold on to my weight instead of sacrificing for my family. So that's my word. Think about the effect of what you're holding on to, whatever it may be in your life, on your family, and find remorse for the selfishness that may have shown, and know that you can be forgiven and are forgiven, and that you can just seek to do better. So that's my word for you today, and I will let you know how I'm doing at the end of day 13, Friday the 13th. I hope you have a great day.